Welcome back. When we last left off, we just unlocked these helium extractors. And we were about to build some helium. I think we have... Yeah, we have just enough to really get that done. Let me drop off this. I definitely don't want that.
I can use that.
Me, though. Let's head out to the helium, which is right next to our location there. And then I think I'll find a separate calcium location. We'll ship the helium out.
Good stuff.
We'll see, now that I'm saying that out loud, I should probably locate our calcium option first. That way we can actually move the stuff. So we'll just run out this way for calcium. More this way. I mean, if I'm going to take this as the true location of calcium, that I can actually recognize it on the map, then that's where it is.
Come to mama. Looks good.
We're actually getting kind of close to our titanium location as well. I wonder if we have, if we can build here. Actually, this is a, there we go. All right, we're outside the core area, so I guess that answers that question. Kind of find an out-of-the-way place to build this core. But maybe not so close to the other one. I'm starting to feel like I'm building a lot of cores this time around. There's a little bit of a flat area here, which is always welcome. Ooh, that's not great. Somehow I totally missed that.
Come to Mama. Looks good.
All right, what do we have here? Ore extractor. It looks like there are 3 nodes. No way we're gonna make a double jump up there. There we go. 4 every 2. Six every 2. Ten every 2.
Good stuff.
You know, it really doesn't take much for me to forget the numbers I was just storing in my head. Did I say 6 every 2, or did I say 10 every 2? I think I said 10 every 2. 4 plus 2 plus 4 more. So that's 10 every 2 seconds. That's 5 every second. That's 300 per second. So we do need... I hear battle music, but I don't see...
Was that all of them?
Battle. Okay. Yeah, there you go. So we do need 2 belts in order to use all this. Man, that's just annoying enough to be annoying. I think we can get this all down to 2 belts if we get them all connected effectively. Okay, so 10 out of 2 is 5 out of 1, which is 300 per. Let's get, I think, I'm not sure how I'm going to do this. I don't think I can guarantee every machine has access to all the calcium. At 3 per 2, that's actually a better ratio, so we could probably get away with that. I'll just bring it down to here. Like that. And then to here like that. We'll move this guy. Part of me says just drop it into a single. Might be the way to go. We decided 5 per 2. Do we technically know what the glass recipe is? Probably in the furnace, right? Ceramics, sheets, and wolfram powder. Glass. Sheets and wolfram powder. And this one is calcium powder and helium-3. So to me, we need to just get let's get all this going. That should start. Oh, technically we don't have power, so that's not going to do anything. Uh-oh. I definitely didn't want to build that, so I'm not too upset that that didn't work out.
Rupture activity detected. I recommend finding a safe place.
That seems like that was kind of quick. One of these days I am gonna push this to the absolute limit. Let's go ahead and build our habitat. I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna find out, oh, you don't have enough materials to build the airlock or something crazy. Okay, standard. Sounds like somebody's out there attacking me.
Rupture's core is unstable. Head to safety immediately.
Bad news for them.
Warning. The planet is being incinerated.
Let's see. I probably really don't have enough food and drink to do research, but I'm going to do a little research anyway. Pricklers. We should either research the pricklers or eat the pricklers. 15 calories, 20 hydration. They're such a good all-purpose use. The NutriBar, 20 calories, 30 hydration. Let's go with the NutriBar, I think.
Planetary temperature within acceptable parameters.
Wait, I don't want to build that anymore. Alright, in an effort to combine all of this into a single supply chain experience while maintaining our more than
Necesito agua.
one belt's worth of supply, we're going to connect those two like that. And then we're going to go... I think we'll put in these guys, and we're gonna go up. 1, 2, maybe 3. And then we're gonna stagger it like that. Of course, now that I'm building this, it feels like I might be overbuilding. It's only 10 of 2, right? Calcium block. All of this requires calcium block. 10 of 2. I need 5 of these, but we are going to need the extra rail. Oh my god. There we go, 10 of 2. Ideally, we would have one of these connected here and one connected here. We'll have this one connected down here. One, two, three. We'll connect this one here and this one here. So this one will be shared. It'll have be fed by both. And then this way will come down here. And it'll be responsible for these two at the end. Pretty sure the timing of everything going in is the same as the timing of everything coming out. Two per two in, 2 per 2 out. So that belt, we still need 2 belts in order to deal with these outputs. So I could make ceramics. Oh wait, we'd have to bring in wolfram powder. Powder is the thing we can really make. Combine that with the helium-3, and we'd be in a pretty good spot actually.
Necesito agua.
We'd have to bring in wolfram powder. What was the other thing I was gonna make though? What was the other thing I was gonna make? So that's a real question actually. We had access to the helium-3, which is gonna allow us to make the glass. Ceramics would help us make the inductors. I see. That's probably where my head was at. Okay. Calcium powder and... Do we want to do this ceramics? I'm not totally sure I want to do the ceramics out here. What's our remaining? Yeah, we're down to 1,000. So we could whip it around. We would need 2 spaces worth. The powder is the simplest, but we could also consider cranking out a few sheets as well. Problem is, it's not going to be a massive amount of either. We'll put... Oh, I don't know. 1 here and 1 here. Put a rail splitter in the middle. And we'll just connect it all. You go there. You split.
Ruptura status, stable. Arcadia status, stable.
I want to check this recipe again. I guess, ideally, if I did it with both, I would know a lot more, a lot faster. All I'm trying to decide is what should I make here? Calcium powder would get me to
I'm so hungry I feel sick.
glass. The ceramics would be a nice backup item though. But for that we would need sheets. Alright, so the blocks. So the blocks make both the powder and the sheets. Then we theoretically could use the sheets to make the ceramics. That's starting to feel like a lot for this. Let's make the sheets and the powder. Yeah. And I hear you about food. I researched all my pricklers, which would have saved me a
Nice.
few clicks here.
Arcadia 7 has finished regenerating.
I don't know if I left myself enough room to build this out really simply. Okay. Probably not enough room to squeeze it all in here. Technically, I would want 10 of 10 of both of these. So if we're ever not using it, the other one can get it. Oh, we're right by the cave. Alright, that's fine. Fabricator. We're gonna put in an amazing fabricator. Sheets. They take one every 2? Really? So 5 machines would be... Oh man, my head's hurting. So 10 every 2. That means I need 10 machines to build this. To get 10 every 2. Alright. We shall see if we have room for 10 machines. We obviously don't have power for it, and we obviously don't have build resources. Luckily, I think our build resources are kind of close.
Come to Mama. Looks good. Good stuff.
Oh yeah, it's real close.
I think I can use this.
We'll build the sheets and we'll build the powder. And then we'll ship that stuff out and use it elsewhere. Oh yeah, this is right around the corner. This is perfect. Perfect. We just need a little power to go with this. Though, I should probably build my machines first so I know exactly how much power I need to deal with. Or, uh-oh. That's not enough room. We might have to do a little special consideration to get this to work. 5, 6, 7. Probably shouldn't block the doorway. It's being fiddly. Yeah, apparently we built a lot of machines here. I might need to see what's the Moon Corporation actually looking for? Rotors. It's possible I should work on that. I mean, I guess that 3. How much is this one consuming? Oh, it'd be better if it were closer to half. Looks like I could squeeze one more machine. Of course, if I can squeeze one, then I can squeeze a lot more than one. But we know we want at least one. Let me see if I can get... Let's see if we can just get it to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that would be the full connection that we want. Half on each. I guess I probably should not. We gotta include this one here. And then go here. Then go around the corner like that. I have to remember that it's not... We'll set all these to sheets. And then we'll hope we can actually build sufficiently around this cave. Might have to put in a little special no, it's right on the edge, but it's going. So this is actually a reduction, right? No, we're still making 2 every time. Yeah, that one was a little extra. We didn't need that last one. That's 2.
Who's next?
I guess the downside to all these remote bases is defending them all. One, two, three, four, 5. Okay. One, two, 3. This one, I think I just ship it all the way to the end here. Go so far as to say we can chip it in one shot. Sadly, I don't think I can fit another couple storage containers.
Changing mags.
A little dramatic call out, but okay. I'm hoping that this will give me enough angle to get in here. Well, there's going to be some clipping there. I think I care just enough. We'll put it on the outside track. One, two. One, two. Can I whip it around? No. I'll need one more of these. Now, that's not exactly the angle that I wanted, but it's the angle I'm going to go with. Okay, so the question is this all we want to do here? Is just the sheets? I should probably make the powder. There's basically no way that this is gonna... We're gonna need 2 of these just to ship out all of the sheets. Oh yeah, setting the targets doesn't make any sense. It will not set until we have a place where we're actually shipping it to. I'll send it up a level, that's fine. technically the sheets, that's not what I was really here for. Oh boy. Calcium powder. 3 blocks per. So 3 of, oh geez. 5 of 1, so 15 of 3. So 5 of these machines. We're gonna have to have room for just one more. Try to curve the belt around as much as possible so we can squeeze in. Oh, victory. I am really leaving myself 0 space. And then I think for this, one more shipper. How are we gonna get the calcium block out of here? 95. Each one gives me 5 or 10 power. This is a good chunk of power requirement. I'd hoped for just a moment there it would allow me to build that in a zoot style. But that's good enough. This drone angle is actually really good. Okay, so we've got the block. I could connect half the block. I could just peel it off from here. Or here. And that's going to give me roughly 5 out of 3. I thought that's where I wanted to hook it up, but I might need to adjust my thinking a little bit on that. Max height should get me there. And then we'll immediately drop it right back down. Outer. I could... Oh, let me think for a second. See, the nice part about having it hooked up the way we have it is that there's no overlap. So there wouldn't be any situation where a block from here would get shipped all the way down here, clogging up this belt. But I'm also thinking that these machines aren't going to be able to keep up with these furnaces. But let's let it settle in and we'll see. And then technically it would be nice to have a storage out here for this end product. Cup or calcium powder. Right? Yeah, we've got to get these other... We've got to get these... Well, it's only 2 of them. And going in there and coming out here. This could be our opportunity right here. Oh, all kinds of collisions and not good stuff. We're gonna have to find another angle for that. Which... this angle might actually work. Beautiful. Now I'm trying to decide where I want to connect this. At the start or at the end? I guess we'll just put it near the start. Okay. We got a full boat of powder and a full boat of sheets. And we've got 2 shipments of sheets ready to go as well. Gonna head back over to the main base for a second. The main base? Nah, maybe not so much. The first base? Yeah, probably. Probably more accurate.
Oh, just what I need.
So, let me think here. We want research. The fabricator is going to give us... I mean, I could do something with the stators, but really at the end of the day... powder plus the sheets is the ceramics. Glass is going to require a huge chunk of...
I'm detecting increased Ruptura activity. Prepare for a wave.
a huge chunk of helium-3 anyway. Why did I make powder? I surely made it for something that I just can't see right now. Alright, well, we're about to hit a wave, so we should make a run. Regardless, we're going to need helium-3, and we're going to need to collect a good chunk of it. All in all, that was probably a good day's worth. We got sheets and powder added to our factory of available items. Did I build a habitat over there?
Necesito agua.
Ooh, I did, but that's really far away. Especially without a... Yeah. We need to hang out here for a second.
Ruptura's eruption has started. Prepare for impact. Extreme temperature detected.
Two companies want ceramics and one company wants glass. Two companies want ceramics, one wants glass. Pretty sure they're both in the furnace section. And in order to unlock one of them, we're going to need a huge chunk of helium-3. Ceramics, wolfram powder, and calcite sheets. Glass, calcium powder, and helium. They seem very related.
Planetary temperature returning to normal.
They're technically not as related as you would like. Get out early for our morning walk so we can get out to the site while things are quiet. Since we have access to helium here, we should probably bring this stuff to the helium. I need more energy. Am I using an energy limb right now? Harvester damage, more shield. Yeah, 30 stamina. This is a rod. A rod outpost, titanium rods. That's one of those things I'm gonna have to remember I have it the next time I want to use titanium rods or something. I'm thinking about it and I'm already seeing myself forgetting about it. Firearm swap
Let's see.
speed. Okay. I think we just need enough to start. Wait, no, we need like 2,500.
Necesito agua.
I feel like I'm giving you drink a lot.
Not ready.
Well, I really don't want the grenade. I was trying to copy this. Ugh. My satisfactory brain is telling me to put down foundations near these so they look nice. This is considering it blocked. There we go. Still colliding. What are you possibly colliding with at this point? I'm starting to think I'm getting a false error message. It's not a collision problem, that it's a... Oh, hold on. Let's assume that it doesn't like this bounding box detection. There it is. Okay. We should probably rotate that around a little bit. That's for 1600 helium-3. Okay, power. Oh, we're outside the court area. Boo. Yeah, I should probably set this up where if I came back here, I would have all of the helium that I could possibly need for at least the primary research that I'm trying to work. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 2,000. Alright, that's a guaranteed correct amount of helium.
Oh, yes. I'm withering.
I feel like I just fed you.
Necesito agua.
I might have to make a food and water run here soon.
Mmm, delicious.
Alright, don't enjoy it too much. Jeez. Glass is the thing that we're primarily looking for. The ceramics will give us... Basically, it'll give us the inductors. It's pretty high end. 2,200 for the glass research.
I'm getting better and better.
StarRupture is in its stable stage. The climate of Arcadia is returning to normal.
I'm not sure I want to connect this, but it's kind of convenient, so I'm going to try it. This valley actually has a lot of good plants that we're just covering, paving over without mercy. Sometimes I like the solar panels at higher levels.
Looks good.
We're just gonna have to accept that those serpent root are not gonna be harvested from this location. Heck, maybe we don't even deal in serpent root this whole run. Who knows? I'm guessing the furnace is gonna have what we want. The question is, how much helium are we making? 8 per 2? Eight per 2, so 8 per 1. 340 helium per second. Kind of a lot. I'm also noticing that I don't know exactly what the recipe ratios are until they're unlocked and I'm seeing them in the machine. It's probably partially a complaint.
Gotcha.
And partially an observation. I probably should have made a habitat over there. I feel like this is close enough though. We need 800 more. When you hit the pick up all button on this thing, it aggressively tries to pick it all up, even if you don't have room for it in your inventory. So that any extra drops on the floor as a box. Yeah, even when I just did a double click. That's alright. We definitely have the helium-3 for this now. That's all that matters. Let's unlock this glass recipe. Not here. Here. furnace. Glass. Synthetic silicone, why not? Glass. 2 powder for every 1 helium-3. Making 1 glass every 3 seconds. Okay. It kind of answers my question, but not really. Trying to decide where we've got a good line. There might be a good line to be had going this way. I could also ship the helium-3 as a additional option, just in case I don't use enough of it. I could speed this up by putting it on each side. It would be less of a speed up and more of a split up. Something like that. Of course, now the question is, can I get the helium in here? You know, if I stand right here, I could probably decide that without moving around too much more. There we go. Helium 3. Connected and ready to go. And then from there, we'll burn these down with a decent amount of furnaces. Furnaces. One space. Well, 6. If I offset this again, we might be able to get to 6. We're gonna have to do some work to get to 6. Gotta get the max height pole in. Okay. So now this guy goes down the line. Simple and straightforward. And then the supply. I think we said sheets. You know what? I totally forgot what we were making. Glass, powder, and helium 3. You know, I probably should have put a storage container. Oof. Also, I should probably not run the risk of overlap. My visual copy distance isn't very long. They need to increase that. So the helium-3 should start making its way down. I'd like to consider a row on this side as well. We're gonna have to go a little bit over here though to get the full 12. I guess it might make more sense to start here and then we can choose how and when we sacrifice. What are you doing on a platform? Nobody told you to be up there. Except for me, of course. I definitely did. We'll have this first one connect this one and this one. Or should I say and this one. And then we should be able to go the rest kind of straightforward. So you don't technically need the additional inputs, but in situations like this, where the ratios are something other than 1-to-1, the value of multiple inputs starts to show up. I think to start, we're making glass, right? So to me, the idea of like one local item versus one shipped in item makes a lot of sense. Who wants glass? Oh, I thought 2 people wanted glass. Well, if it's just the one, I guess that makes it easier. Two people wanted something. No, I guess it's just calcium products would get us both the ceramics and the glass. That's probably where I ended up. Technically, I think once we're done shipping this, we'll replace that with a maybe I should put them over here. Nah, it's all right. Just connecting that to that, and then this one can go all the way to the end. This actually is useful. Then we'll target you, like so. And you can ship, and you can ship. Whoops. Total airball. Glass. And glass. So that side looks like it's totally done. We can build this one backwards. Holy moly. We're almost there. Kind of get mesmerized by connecting bolts. How much power are we using now? Oh, we just have a small amount of power requirement. Could probably squeeze this in the back here. Not enough resources. That's a boo. Is there any chance whatsoever that I left myself some... Nope, because there's no storage here. And we don't have the inputs to make anything. Oh, the pain, the pain, the pain. Alright, hold on. I need so few. Let's at the very least set this to a name. Cow powder for glass. By, okay, that's moving from a name to a complete sentence there, so I guess it's fine. They cut me off. Boy, I would really like to get this working before I left. If I took out one of these storage containers, it would have the double whammy of giving me building materials and
Necesito agua.
reducing our power requirements. Come on, one more. Beautiful. I'll take it. We're just gonna have to take this as read that it's working. The best way to test it would be to connect the calcium, and then we can check the corporate scoreboard. To see if we're making progress with the Selenium Corporation. Pretty sure we're good to go, though.
Come to mama. Looks good.
Of course, we won't be there to use that glass for research purposes. It's gonna take a little running around, I think. While I'm thinking about it, we probably should start considering where do we want to make Wolfram powder. How many? We've got 240 materials left. We're running low. We probably need to go straight to the inductors next. The first base might be the place to do this. Basically, we would rip everything down that we currently have in place. And then, do it with basically building materials. Are we dying of thirst? Yeah, kinda.
Nice. Good stuff.
More energy regeneration. I blocked all the water. Or at the very least, it's decided not to grow. Oh, a couple of them are popping back up.
Come to mama. Looks good. Not ready. That was close.
Was it though? 'Cause it didn't feel close. Uh-oh. I didn't pick up any building materials. Ooh, luckily we have just enough. Cow powder for glass. Please ship. Oh, I also have to specify what I want to ship. Ooh, there it is.
Great.
Why are you beeping at me? I haven't even done the hand jam yet. See, that's the interesting thing about that is that it ships every time it hits 100. So it hit 100, so it should be shipping here soon, right? There's a hit 100 countdown. Then if I just put another 100 in, it's gonna do another countdown. Then it's gonna ship again. We've got 5 of these. $15 every 3 seconds. 5 every 3 seconds. We'll have to see if that's going to be enough. It might not be enough. It's enough to get us started, though. Why do I feel like I hear water? I was hoping the fact that we were hearing running water would mean more
Good stuff.
of the water bulbs, but I'll take one. Mostly because I don't
Come
have
to
any
mama.
choice.
Looks good.
We need to move our building materials to a more centralized location. Yeah, that serpent root and the energy regeneration that comes from it, pretty amazing. Alright, I think we should head back to the helium. Though, we could do what I said, which was just check the numbers. If we're getting points on the board from the Selenium Corporation, then it's all working. So we are getting points, so maybe I shouldn't even worry about it right now. Ceramics, future health. Ceramics, sheets, and wolfram powder.
Rupture activity detected. I recommend finding a safe place.
We've got the sheets. We could get the wolfram powder from right here. That's still long enough to not do it by belt. Beams, housing, and sheets. Yeah, this is our initial titanium setup. I might extend this to include our build out for the purposes of... Oh, are we gonna need the glass before we can do that? No, ceramics are done. Ceramics are complete.
Ruptura's core is unstable. Head to safety immediately. Warning. The planet is being incinerated.
Nice.
69,000. 17,000 completed. Future health. They've got the food station, which is actually not bad. It's not bad at all. And we could probably get the rotors done as well. I wish it were a little easier. Oh no, I guess the recipe station is the way to do that. Stabilizers. We need the recipe. Rotors. Titanium rod.
Planetary
Wolfram
temperature
wire.
within acceptable parameters.
And then, what was the thing we were actually here to work on, though? Wolfram wire? No. Ceramics. Wolfram powder and calcite sheets. Kind of looking for a reasonably flat area.
I'm getting better at this.
Actually gonna mine this to get it out of the way. Let's see, the Wolfram is mostly over there. So this way seems to be the natural direction. Keep going, we're going to be by another base here soon. That's probably enough. Ooh. There's a lot. 4 of these is probably enough. Four out of 2? Wow. I guess it makes sense for this to be higher quality since it's bursting from the ground. 12 out of 2 so far. Probably 16 out of 2. Out of 2. It's 8 of these. Three, 6, 7, one more. These miners only have one input. Three, 6. I mean, if I did 9 of these, it would actually style a little better. Unless, of course, you're just not going to let me to build it. Just gonna refuse me. There we go. Every now and again, it's a little more difficult than it should be to get a building down. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. Wolfram ore. Wolfram ore. Wolfram ore. Perfect.
Rupture status stable.
What is
Arcadia
this?
status stable.
8 per 2, which is 4 per 1, which is 240. So we can combine these down to a single. Current belt speed. This would actually work much better, much simpler with 2 of these. The short copy distance is just ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous.
Looks good. Good stuff.
Arcadia 7 has finished
Come to
regenerating.
Mama. Let's see.
You know, oh, If I really wanted it, I could do it. It would just be expensive. That's what I'd have to do is put this in here. And this in here. This in here. And then each one of these would be their own Wolfram connection. And then this would connect. And then one of these will just connect all the way through. Here's hoping we don't get a crazy amount of beeping. And then here we'll just put in another splitter. Then this guy will just make that decision for us on these other ones. So all the miners are connected to all the smelters. This one might not be a full collection. We're gonna have to think about this for a second. This is gonna be a big project. We don't necessarily have big project kind of space.
Changing mags.
He damaged my smelter. Okay. What are we doing? I could go... Well, the problem is in order to do the next thing, we need glass to do the research. Ceramics, I could ship these in. Process them and ship them out. Could also leave a shipment for powder as well. Basically just be done with the whole thing.
The cargo reached its destination. Selenian thanks you for the order. Your work is restoring their faith in the prison system.
Toxic positivity is what I would call that. Maybe irony, maybe a dash of... Well, maybe just a dash of honesty, I don't know. Selenium, what are they gonna give us? Something good enough for me to want to run back and unlock it. Large habitat. No, not exactly. Synthetic, silicone, or electronics. The Mega Press is next. That's huge. This will get us the food station. I mean, the additional inventory slots are really good. We're almost at the point where we're going to have to go blueprint hunting again. fabricator makes the wire. The furnace makes the powder. Wolfram powder plus the sheets. I don't think we have enough space to do all of this. Is the problem. Wire expands on the belt. It's 2 to 1, so 1 every 2 seconds. 1 every 2 seconds. 240 per minute. 4 per second. 4 per second? Really? 1 every 2 seconds. 8 every 2 seconds. Oh, why am I trying to do all this math in my head? 240 divided by 60 is 4 per second. 16 per second. So this is basically 8 machines. That math is either right or wrong. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then the furnace making the powder. Three every 2 seconds. It's even worse math. One and a half per second. One and a half per second to 8, 3, 6, 9. And we'll put in one more. Or not. I mean, that's also an option. Then we'll run this power cable. I think, let's see, right about here. just gonna run one of these at max height. Ground level max height, mind you. Alright, hold on. What's going on? There we go. Middle mouse button click, rotate. Sometimes, though, it tries to default itself lower than it needs to. Somebody's attacking me. Yeah? Okay. Let me just connect one of these. Oh, somebody's still attacking us. Apparently we're near a spawn point. Let's put a little power in so we can get a sense of what we're dealing with. Apparently we have a lot of power requirements. Where are these things coming from? I don't see a spawn point. Heck, I don't even see them wandering around out there. Ooh, we got core overheating already. That's not good. It's gonna be a little while before we're ready to really deal with that in the right way. Luckily, core overheating doesn't really totally wreck us. this is actually pretty tight. Pretty close quarters. Why are you gonna bother me while I'm trying to build rails? Yeah, now if I want these guys to start operating, I have to fix them. Somewhere near here, there's a spawn point. I wonder if it's above this ridge. Seems like a good place for a little extra alien activity. Looks like I was more right than I thought. I realized right before that that those guys can push you off. Uh-oh.
Who's next?
Talking junk, huh? Okay, this is looking pretty good. We've got that overheating problem and no real way to solve it. Problem is we're overlapping. Ooh, is that a whole city over there? Did I already deal with that? I think I did. That might be the original one.
Looks good. Come to Mama. Good stuff.
This is a whole nother base. I'm making calcium products over here. But see, that's the thing. The calcium is so close, it might make sense just to run a belt. Unless I find a place really far away, so I don't overlap any of the other. Well, I really would like to have my grenade. If I mined one meteorite heart, how much would that give us on grenade charge? Let's find out. Yeah, I've got inventory space. Mining is a very effective way to recharge your grenade. Oh, these aren't even specified yet. Wolfram wire. Wolfram powder? Did I set these up? Nope. So I haven't decided how I'm gonna connect and ship these yet. The fact that we're running out of heat level though kind of makes me want to change my mind from what I normally would do. I guess at the very least, though, we do need to have cargo. There we go. Sometimes it's easier just to run over and build it. That's the wolfram powder. I was really enjoying the sushi belt, but the capacity of the belts is so small that it kind of makes sense not to kind of abuse the sushi belt availability. Yeah, you could do it. It's not going to totally kill your factory like it would in Satisfactory, but it will make things slower. Wolfram powder and wolfram wire. .34 heat level over. What's our power situation? Not good. We need more power. So what's happening is that we're overlapping. This is overlapping this base and this base. Is there extra power over here that we could consider leveraging? Oh, there's 40. It's not a lot. This one uses 40, so we would need 2 of these. So here's what we could possibly do. Yeah, this is connected all the way over here. We know we need 40. 1, 2, and 4. Yeah, these guys barely have any power issues at all. 2, 3, 4. So now this guy's got... Oh, might as well go for the full 200 power surplus. So we could connect the power grids. Since we're basically... Well, we're almost done building, so it won't totally, completely wreck us if we connected these power grids. I guess I'll just do a kind of a silly loop-de-loop solution here to get this on this power grid. Come on. Now, if I come over here, we should see
Necesito agua.
200 plus power surplus. Beautiful. The problem is if I ship these out now, I probably won't have the materials to build the rest of it. Tubes and calcium products. I could squeeze this in.
I'm detecting increased Ruptura activity. Prepare for a wave.
You know, I'll have to think about how I want to build this. Probably at a good stopping point, since it is a new wave. We need glass and inductors. The furnace recipe for glass. That's one we already have because we just made the glass. So we could grab that. Tubes. Oh man, to build the inductor strictly on drones, we would need a lot. It would need all the shipping and all the receiving. That's too much. I could set it up with... No, I think I'm going to stick with my plan. I think we're in a good spot.
Ruptura's eruption has started. Prepare for impact. Extreme temperature detected.
All right, yeah, we are going to call it there. I think ceramics are next. We've got calcite sheets. They're really close. We've got wolfram powder. Obviously, we just made that. I'll probably just run... We might just run a couple of belts and build it in between the two bases. And, you know, we'll ship the result of that. The inductors are really what we're up for next. Actually, yeah, because then we've got the ceramics. Oh, wow. Yeah, this is really, really convenient. I just made the tubes in the same place as the calcium. We've got the wolfram wire here. And we've got the wolfram powder here. So yeah, 2 really long belts over to the calcium base. And we can get inductors.
Planetary temperature returning to normal.
We can get inductors done, and we can get ceramics done. But we're going to get all that done in the next episode. Thanks for hanging out. I do appreciate it.
I'm so hungry I feel sick.
Oh, thanks.
Necesito agua.
It's not a great way to end it, but we'll see you next time.